good afternoon and welcome to the official launch of the 2024 United Nations International Day of Nonviolence and commemoration of the 155th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, Gandhi Jayanti, organized by the Gandhi Memorial Trust, GMT, in collaboration with the High Commission of India. May I invite to speak to you the chairman of the Gandhi Memorial Trust, Mr. Sri Hari Nadaraja.
Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues and friends, good evening and a warm welcome to each of you. It is both a profound honor and a heartfelt pleasure to stand before you today as we celebrate the United Nations International Day of Nonviolence, marking the 155th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. As we come together, we are reminded of the enduring power of Gandhi's legacy, a legacy that transcends borders, cultures, and generations. His teachings of nonviolence, truth, compassion, and particularly cleanliness serves as guiding principle in our pursuit for justice and equality. Gandhi viewed cleanliness not just as a physical state, but as a holistic approach to life, encompassing moral integrity, respect for oneself and others, and a commitment to social responsibility. Cleanliness fosters inner peace and clarity of mind. When our surroundings are clean and organized, we can engage in non-violent dialogues and action with clearer thoughts and intention. It reflects respect for both ourselves and our communities, honoring the dignity of every individual, a cornerstone of nonviolence. We cultivate spaces conducive to nonviolent interaction and encourage collective efforts towards common goals. In conclusion, I urge each of you to embrace Gandhi's vision with an open heart and a willing spirit. Let us rise to the occasion, not only in our words, but in our actions. Together, let us cultivate a world where cleanliness, integrity, higher thinking, and nonviolence reign, guided by empathy in our interactions and a commitment to justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman Sri Hari Nadaraja. And that was a very great challenge that he's put to all of us. It gives me great pleasure, and it is my honor to invite to give his keynote address and launch the 2024 United Nations International Day of Nonviolence in commemoration with the 155th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, His Excellency Mr. B.N. Reddy.
It is indeed an honor for me to join this gathering. And I want to thank Gandhi Memorial Trust for organizing this event to observe the International Day of Nonviolence and the 155th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The United Nations declared, as you know, 22nd October as the International Day of Nonviolence way back in 2007 to honor Mahatma Gandhi's legacy, a legacy which I think is remembered particularly in the field of his desire to see everyone adopting the non-violent means to resolve global problems. As we gather here today to observe the International Day of Nonviolence, we are indeed reminded of the pressing need. Across the globe, conflicts are raging. It is here that I think today's event finds eminent importance, as very rightfully chosen by the chairman of the Gandhi Memorial Trust and the Board of Trustees in having this title of the Gandhi Revisited with the title of The Future of Nonviolent Struggles. Place on record our deep appreciation to Gandhi Memorial Trust, led by its very able chairman, Mr. Sri Hari, and the Board of Trustees for preserving the memory of Mahatma Gandhi and promoting his teachings in Malaysia. I commend their efforts in organizing events and initiatives that promote Gandhian values. I am delighted to be part of the launch of this event, and I want to extend my deep gratitude to all of you who are present here for observing this International Day of Nonviolence, as well as commemorating the 155th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. May the spirit of non-violence guide our actions and aspirations. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
High Commissioner, could you please remain on stage? May I invite Sri Hari Nadaraja, our Chairman, to present you with a small token of appreciation. To invite onto the stage Mr. Neto and our eminent panelists, Professor Emeritus Dr. Osman Bakar, Professor Emeritus Dr. Jomo Kwame Sundaram, Professor Dr. Tajuddin Muhammad Razak, and last but not least, Dr. Trisha Yo.
I welcome you all to this panel discussion, The Future of Non-Violent Struggle. And let the speakers who have been invited to deliver their homilies begin.
To revisit Gandhi is to revisit many of the greatest social ideals of humanity. No matter what our objectives, what our struggles are, the path that we'll choose is not through violence, but the non-violent way. Through dialogue, we will be able to achieve many of the goals of different groups. Let us talk to each other, not fight against each other, in which we discuss our problems through dialogue. In that way, we will be able to achieve some of what we aspire to be. Thank you very much.
Thank the organizers for kindly inviting me to join you today, especially on this occasion, to remind us of the threat of violence and the challenge of pursuing non-violence in this day and age. But we need one which is committed to peace, which is committed to development, and which will continue to ensure that we will not have war in our times. And that, I think, is something which Gandhiji, I think, would certainly approve of. Thank you very much.
I always feel inspired when I come to this kind of gathering to look at this man who transcends religion or the idea of identity of race construct. So Gandhi, to me, is what politics should be. Gandhi, to me, is what religion should also be. And finally, Gandhi is the humanity that we must measure ourselves with. Thank you very much.
I'm going to share a little bit from my own perspective as someone who comes from public policy. But listening to my three fellow panelists, the burden that the world inherits today is huge. And when I was thinking about preparing something for this talk, the lunch that we had with some of the organizers, those of us at the lunch were already incredulous, thinking, what is the meaning of nonviolent struggle in a world that is so incredibly violent today? And the violence has only escalated since that lunch. We have war, we have polarization, and the polarization has been exacerbated by the likes of social media that has been mentioned. Artificial intelligence, we haven't even come round to understanding what the impact is. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Q&A. If any one of you want to ask a question of our panelists.
So everyone keep on emphasizing the importance of the non-violence. However, in order for a bigger change, we should change from our lifestyle itself. Sometimes I wanted to be a non-violent kind of a person. However, the environment, my surrounding, is not allowing me to go into the non-violence. So how should I go with that particular circumstances?
In my speeches now, is that true change in our country can only come from us I think Tricia had pointed out very clearly that it must start at the community level.
I'm not suggesting that we deny those differences, but I think it's one thing to see differences as a source of diversity and strength rather than see differences as a source of opposition and enmity.
Thank you very much. May I call upon our chairman, Mr. Sri Hari Nadaraja, to present a token of appreciation to our moderator and all the panelists. Sri Hari. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to our moderator, Mr. Terence Neto, and our panelists, Professor Emeritus Dato Dr. Osman Bakar, Professor Emeritus Dr. Jomo Kwame Sundram, Professor Dr. Tajuddin Muhammad Razak, and Dr. Tricia Yeo. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, every year, the Gandhi Memorial Trust awards a Public Service Award. And this year, the person selected is Mr. Pasupathy Sithambaram. To read the citation on his exemplary and inspiring contributions to the public, it is my pleasure to invite onto this lectern Professor Dr. Sulochana Nair, trustee of the Gandhi Memorial Trust.
Is proud to recognize and honor Mr. Pasupathy Sithambaram with his Public Services Award for transforming lives of at-risk youth. Congratulations, Mr. Pasupathy, and keep up the excellent work. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Could I please invite you, sir, Mr. Pasupathy Sithambaram and Mr. Sri Hari Nadaraja up on stage for the presentation of the award. The Gandhi Memorial Trust Public Service Award 2024 is presented to Mr. Pasupathy Sithambaram. Mr. Pasupathy, would you like to say a few words? I understand you have a few words to share with us.
In this award, I'm really proud to receive this award. I wish to thank some of the souls, beautiful people who impacted my life and inspired me. Of course, first start with my father, was a coal miner from Patuarang, who is a great follower of Gandhi, and Mr. Sithambaram, my late mother, Ms. Pushpavali, who taught me the joy of giving, my brothers Kamnakaran, Lachumanan, Ramya, Gopalan, and my sisters Jayalakshmi, Saras, and Sumati, and my wife Shanti, and my daughter Ilamangai. And I also wish to remember my Chinese friend, Lee Mun Kai, who gave me 30 cents from remote class until my O-levels in Form 5. I don't know why he gave, and definitely the 30 cents made hell of a lot of difference to my life. And now monthly I visit him, and in turn I contribute to him. And he taught me the art of giving without expecting anything. And at the age of 13, 14, I least expected from such a deed from him. And I want to conclude with great saying from Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you used to see in the world. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pasupathy, for that inspiring speech. Please give him another big round of applause. Keep up the good work, sir. Mr. Pasupathy Sithambaram. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think there's a lot of food for thought, and I'm sure it will also make you hungry for real food and refreshments. Ladies and gentlemen, you are cordially invited to adjourn to the hall next door, just to your left as you exit this auditorium, for some refreshments. I'm Chaco George Vadaketh. It's been a pleasure being your guide. Thank you and have a very pleasant evening. Namaste.